New review for you today. This time it's Gucci pour Homme. It was released in 2003. It's categorized as a woody spicy. However, I would push it more toward the woody aromatic realm. The nose behind it is Michel Amrac. This is a very hyped fragrance from around 2007 to about 2012. It was really at the top of most everybody's list back then. I thought I'd review it now. This fragrance starts out centered around an artificial ginger note. It smells a bit plasticky, and it doesn't smell like it's fresh ginger off a mandolin, or it doesn't smell like powdered ginger out of a spice rack. It's more of an artificial recreation of ginger. There's also a papyrus note in there, and that gives it a freshness, a very green feel to the opening. However, these are more subtle nuances in the opening, and you can definitely tell that this fragrance is centered around a cedar note. And it's really how this cedar note plays with all of the rest of the notes. Once it dries down, it loses that fresh greenness, and that lasts for about 30 minutes. You begin to pick up on a sweet pink pepper, and it doesn't really smell like pepper, but more of a sweet cotton candy type of feel. It's also opening up a bit more, and that cedar note that's so prominent begins to mingle with a creamy, dense, smooth sandalwood. And it's one of the better sandalwood notes and aroma chemicals used during this time period, so it's very nice. There is an incense note in here, but it's not out in front. It's perfectly balanced in the fragrance, and that smokiness is a subtlety, and it really pairs well with the cedar note. So it smells like someone in either a sauna or a cedar-lined room is burning incense in the corner of the room, so it's not in your face. While that cedar note continues on, the incense note begins to fall off a little bit. So after about 10 to 12 hours, it becomes more of a dry, splintered, cedar-dominated fragrance. There's just a little touch of smooth amber in this, but make no mistake, and don't get any ideas that it's anything other than a dry cedar fragrance at the very end. Its performance is very steady. When it first goes on your skin, it doesn't open huge like a lot of the newer fragrances, where they open really, really big, projections huge, and then they peter out to nearly nothing. This is a very smooth operator in terms of performance, so when you put it on, it's pretty much going to perform at about the same volume after about 6 to 8 hours. It's really after the entire workday that it begins to settle down and becomes more of a skin scent. So the performance is exceptional. This type of fragrance really gives hope to the post-2000 era that a truly great fragrance can be made even with the ingredient restrictions that are out there. I'm personally a huge fan of this fragrance. I certainly can't say that it's understated or underrated. It's definitely not overrated. I think it deserves all the praise that it gets. In terms of other reviews that are out there, people that say it smells like a sharpened pencil, or a cedar pencil, or anything like that, or wood shavings, I think they're completely wrong. I think they're really just they really just truly don't understand what they're smelling. It's a perfectly balanced, woody aromatic fragrance with a little bit of smoke, and if you're a big fan of that genre, I think you should try to seek this out. It's quite expensive now on eBay. A 100 ml bottle is going to cost you upwards of $200 to $300. So there are plenty of sample packs out there. If you wanted to make yourself a decant out of, say, 12 to 20 samples, you can do that at a much cheaper price than a full bottle. As you can see, the bottle is gorgeous. It's plenty of glass and a really sturdy top. It's a very heavy bottle, and the liquid inside is also beautiful. So you're really getting the whole package for the price. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more.